Former Vice President Mike Pence formally launching his run for president on social media earlier this morning before speaking here in the Metro shortly after. Pence, who's turning 64 today, appeared at DMAC's campus in Ankeny. Crowds cheered on the former VP as he showed his excitement to be back here in Iowa before going into details into what he calls his great American comeback.
My fellow Hoosiers, my friends in Iowa, my fellow Americans, it is great to be back in the Hawkeye State.
CNN will host a town hall with Pence at Grandview University later tonight with Dana Bash moderating. And while speaking in Iowa today, Pence took a clear stance against his former running mate, President Donald Trump. Local 5's Mary Sugden was there and joins us with why Pence says Trump shouldn't be reelected.
Yes, Stephanie, Pence didn't mince words when it came to the former president. And while his main criticism was on Trump's actions on January 6th, it was far from his only criticism.
January 6th was a tragic day in the life of our nation.
Former Vice President Mike Pence says while he's proud of what he and former President Donald Trump accomplished in office, he draws the line at January 6th.
On that fateful day, President Trump's words were reckless. They endangered my family and everyone at the Capitol.
In his campaign announcement, Pence says the American people deserve to know more about what happened that day.
President Trump also demanded that I choose between him and the Constitution. Now voters will be faced with the same choice. I chose the Constitution, and I always will.
Pence says the language in the Constitution is clear, providing the president zero authority to reject or return electoral votes.
My former running mate continues to insist that I had the right to overturn the election. But President Trump was wrong then, and he's wrong now.
Pence says Trump's actions make him unfit to return to the Oval Office.
I believe that anyone who puts themselves over the Constitution should never be President of the United States. And anyone who asks someone else to put them over the Constitution should never be President of the United States again.
Not stopping his criticism for Trump at January 6th, also stating the former president called Russian President Vladimir Putin a genius at the onset of the invasion of Ukraine.
I know the difference between a genius and a war criminal. I know the difference between a territorial dispute and a war of aggression. The war in Ukraine is not our war, but freedom is our fight. And America must always stand for freedom, and when I'm your president, we will.
And Pence also stated Trump blames losing the re-election bid on the fallout from overturning Roe v. Wade. He believes Trump now sees this issue of abortion as an inconvenience. Now, in today's speech, Pence doubling down that he will always push for anti-abortion policies. Stephanie.
All right, Mary, thank you. And Pence will field questions from Iowa voters tonight during that town hall with CNN at Grandview University.